What's going on, y'all? Welcome in. I don't know exactly what this is. It's maybe like a little unnecessary roughness mini take, a little appetizer. The bottom line is myself, T.Y. Baber, and Liam Blutman. We're sitting here on a Friday morning. Week one just kicked off with some very interesting Thursday night games, and I just don't think that I can wait all the way till Saturday to get my immediate takes off. So I texted Lukey. Lukey's like, oh, Liam's down. He be down. So whatever. So we're filming this. It's great. I'm very excited to get into last night. I was very excited to learn that last night in Arrowhead that was actually a home game for Cincinnati. Huge shout out to the ESPN broadcast for telling me.
That's interesting.
So many times.
8 times in a minute 04 per my timer.
Well, look, they repetition is how you create memory. They really wanted to make sure that we addressed and acknowledged that fact. But I don't want to start. I don't want to get to Cincy and Nebraska yet. And
Too much red to start with.
A lot of red. Oh my
That'd be
God,
overkill
dude.
on this.
If I was a bull, I'd be
if
fucking
I took my hat
furious.
off.
And chill out comments. I know bulls are colorblind, but you get the joke. Let's start with Boise USF. This is a game that I feel we had a very strong read on. I think we were all pretty much in agreement that this was a money line upset situation. It came to pass, whatever. And really at the core, though, of all of the takes was the fact that this was a Boise team going into that South Florida heat in the afternoon. And my God, in the second half, you could see this Boise State team. They were exhausted. They just completely wilted under that Florida sun.
Yeah, I thought that there were a lot of factors to like USF in this spot, and I kind of dismissed the Florida Heat one because they had gone down to Florida State and UCF and been completely fine for the entire duration of those games. The second half got them bad. Their front seven was attacking USF with such great tenacity in the first half. Where was that in the 2H? Any of that juice was completely lost. Their offensive line couldn't create any push in the run game in the second half. There was a true turning point in that game too. A lot of people are going to point to the fake punt.
Yeah.
It was the Sire Gaines fumble. They were driving. They were going to score again. They're going to build on that lead.
So yes. Okay. To me, when I view this game, again, like you said, the heat is kind of the nucleus of the problem. And then it's all the other elements where, look, this is the first game post Ashton Genty. Like we said, that was going to be incredibly tough. But the thing is, Boise came out well and was really statistically dominating. Mm-hmm. But when you're in the heat like that and you're statistically dominating, but you don't amass the lead you should because you turn the ball over, well, it's kind of like you wasted your opportunity. Because as that game went on, South Florida just got stronger, bigger, faster, and Boise just got the opposite. They got tired to get a hit. They got tired. Go look at the second Byron Brown touchdown run and look at how completely exhausted every Boise State defender looks trying to chase him down.
Do you like Byram's celebration too?
Yes. I mean, that I am a big, so I didn't watch him a lot.
I should have worn my Byram shirt today. I'm such an idiot.
I didn't get to watch him a lot in 23, so I wasn't fully aware. And of course, preseason, I came around the stat that everybody's been parroting, and you heard it last night if you watched the game, which is, back in 2023, him and Jane Daniels, only quarterbacks to throw for over 3K, rush for over 800K. But he very much looked like that guy last night. 16 to 24, 210 through the air, 14 carries for 43 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground. And Liam, probably the best part about him and why he's so much fun to watch play, he's so dense, so big, and this man craves contact.
There's a certain density to him. He does crave contact. That first touchdown run, hey, play him, meet me at the goal line. Let me give you a little kiss. Boom.
I mean, the thing is, he did not have to hit that guy.
No.
He could have scored, completely avoided, but he wanted to make a statement. And Byram, let me be the first to say, statement made. So a very, very strong start for Golish and South Florida. First ranked win since 2016. I know people are going to poo-poo that because I don't know that I think the Boise will be ranked by years in, but this shit still matters. Like, they're still ranked going into the game. That context matters. It's still how you think about the game and approach it as a player. So huge win for Golish and company. And you're right on the Sire Gaines fumble, but I do want to credit the call from Golish on the fake punt, because although Boise was starting to fade and South Florida was gaining in strength, the haymaker that really made Boise's knees wobbly was the fake punt touchdown. And not only was the catch and run awesome, but bro, I should have looked up the punter's name. That's on me. He has a fucking arm, dude.
Quarterback.
Okay, that makes sense.
Which none of us know at the time of
so
that.
he was the backup quarterback? They just ran out there as the punter?
True freshman quarterback. Yeah, disguised them. Boise State had no idea. And I think people are like, how does Boise State not know that that's a quarterback? And it's like, that's that guy's first time ever stepping onto a football field where time's actually ticking in a college game. Ain't nobody know what this guy looks like.
Yeah.
Like, this is just, how are you supposed to know?
I saw a funny
That's just
meme of him
tactics.
like looking at the sideline. I didn't realize, because admittedly I was putting the kids down to sleep at some of this and like watching on my phone, so I missed that on the broadcast. But okay, that makes a lot more sense because it was a beautiful throw.
All right, maybe Golish has another one as long as he sticks there. But Byron Brown is the strongest quarterback in the country, and there's no competitor.
Sellers is up there.
I showed you the Miami clip.
No, I know, but I'm saying, think about Sellers, Clemson. Like Sellers is a strong boy too, dude.
He is a strong boy. Byron's gonna end up playing tight end in the NFL.
Shout out to Byron Brown. Yeah, I mean his mechanics maybe.
Yeah, the mechanics we kind of looked at before. They're very, as T-Bob said, I show him 2023, 2024, 2025. Quick fire read release he'll go to at times is very nice. His complete arm motion has gotten so much longer and slower since 2023. That just has to do with the injuries. He just drops the ball, which I believe the biomechanic people not to tell you to do now, and he drops it below his hip before bringing it all the way back up. I'm like, Byron, you're so strong, and your hips are so thick. Your lower body is. If he would correctly use those biomechanics, I feel like he could throw the ball a mile. But we'll see. Either way, that's not the point. The point is Byron Brown, South Florida, great win, great opening statement to the season. I'm not going to overly judge Boise here, but I don't think this is going to be like an 11-1 Boise team that's in the playoff conversation. No, they play Notre Dame, so it's probably 10-2.
You think they still go 10-2 though?
Early results from the Mountain West have not been promising at all, to say the least. I think the greatest contender is San Jose State in the spread and shred offense, so that'll be fun with Mr. Eget at quarterback, coached by Ken Niumatalolo. So pretty neat there over at SJSU.
I feel like you're just making up names.
No. That's Navy's old ball coach. Come on.
Okay, that's on me. Yes. That's on me.
This is like the Boise State. I do feel like I'm not going to overreact.
Yeah.
But I had felt all last season that if you take Genty out the equation, Max Madsen's game is going to completely shrink, and it did. Yep. I felt like
I saw your tweet from last year, and it's spot on. I mean, and it's what I said on Roughness on Wednesday. Like, I was not a Madsen believer in a vacuum. No. He was good on that in the context of that team last year.
Great in his role, and that's what you're looking for. But he's not going to, when you take Genty out the equation, he's not going to be able to elevate everyone around him. And like, I'll give it wasn't all on him. None of his pass catchers, aside from Chris Marshall on that touchdown, really did anything to help him out, bail him out. They weren't creating separation. They were dropping anything if they did. They were gassed, I suppose. The Boise State run game, I had high expectations for Sire Gaines. I liked what I saw aside from the fumble. He just needs some more breakaway speed. Yeah. His contact balance is so innate. His strength is so superb. Like, people are trying to dunk on me for saying Sire Gaines is going to put up numbies this season. Just you wait, play.
The numbies are coming.
I'm not a Malik Sherrod guy. Riley, their freshman running back, I'm okay on. I'll see more of him and like him. I really like Dubar, who fell to fourth in their depth chart. Injuries stuff, he'll go elsewhere and carve. But Sire Gaines is going to be a really good player. He'll make it to the NFL, and people are going to be like, "What? Tough." Guys like that are hard to come by who have such innate strength like that. I hate player comps, but Genty said from day one before I ever played Snap, man, we got Marshawn Lynch. I look at him like, man, they just got another super young, like, I mean, that's what the players do. That's why I hate player comps, but he's got a bit of Braylon Allen in his game to me. And I feel if he was to be able to just get in the lab, add some acceleration somehow, spend some virtual currency on explosiveness, like, he could be a dog. If he had 2 runs last night where if he had more in his feet, he's gone.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have breakaway speed. It's tough.
All right, and then let's get into the big game, and then we'll get some other thoughts as well. But the red out in Arrowhead. I mean, so much red as to boggle the mind, in the crowd, in the uniforms, just absolutely insane. Nebraska, Cincinnati. Here's where I'm at on this game, Liam. I remain unconvinced by Nebraska. So I want to approach it like this. I want to look at it. I'm going to give a very optimistic view of what you saw last night.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give a pessimistic view of what you saw last night. And I believe by combining the two, maybe I can find something that's close to the truth. Optimistically, I thought that Nebraska, I think it starts with the 1-score game thing. They have made a art form of losing these styles of games over the last few years, of finding ways to fuck up the high leverage moments. And in this game, the opposite was true. They get the big turnover right before half. I remember tweeting like, look, Rail and this offense needs to score to make a statement right here. They come through with that beautiful touchdown fade. Excellent catch. Both transfer receivers are Burnett, they're on the Alex Smith side. Both transfer receivers for Nebraska scoring last night, really proving their worth immediately. And then at the end of the game, the 4th down touchdown, I remember after that makes it 20-10, tweeting like, this might be the moment where we go back and we look and we say, oh, look, the Nebraska curse was lifted. Immediately after that tweet, though, Cincinnati comes back, runs all the way downfield. They score a touchdown. They end up getting the ball back. And you're kind of like, here we go again. And then Nebraska comes up with the pick to preserve the win, start the season 1-0, and win a 1-score game. So optimistically, those are things that you can carry forward. Pessimistically, it just all looked hard. and there was no rhythm to anything. It was fits and starts and grindy. It felt like pulling teeth at times watching that offense. And while Raiola has some creativity with his legs and extending plays and stuff that I appreciate at times, there's not the he doesn't quite have the threat or the bite that you feel when you know that you're really afraid of a quarterback. And maybe it's stylistically because they want to try to run the ball. Like, I don't know exactly what it is, but pessimistically, I didn't feel that I saw quite the jump that I wanted from Raiola last night.
That game was a slog.
Yeah.
An absolute slog. Dylan, again, just like the USF Boise State game, we hit the Nebraska Cincy red out to a T. Dylan Raiola does not want... Why do I want my starting quarterback face of the program to be a liar? Why did he go out and say, this is God? Like,
God's plan, baby. It is God. How is it not
the
God?
same human?
When fortuitous things happen to fall into your lap and things work out for you, a lot of times we attribute that to God. Liam, Patrick Mahomes is his God, his favorite player ever, and he got to warm up and play in front of Patrick Mahomes in Arrowhead Stadium. What could that be but God?
Yep.
That is God's plan, blessing Dylan Raiola.
Touche. Also, I think I used that right. Also,
you did.
What happens when Dylan looks at his phone and sees Patrick walking out the stadium with 7 minutes left? His golden boy couldn't even dare to see the finish to a game, a great finish to a game. It's just like, I know it's so irrelevant. It seems it's actually pretty relevant to me because I do think it helps paint the picture. It's every single, he does a little finger thing before, every
everything.
little thing. The
walking into the stadium.
everything is the same, and they hit an end around and got 2 yards, and right off rip he's doing the Mahomes like, yeah, we got. So why does he lie to our face time and time again? Nebraska's quarterback is a pathological liar, and you know what? It's a really good fit with that fan base who is so, what's the word I'm looking for? Delusional. They pathologically lie to themselves year after year that this is it. This is the one. This year, 2025, playoffs, baby. You ain't getting there. That team is as mediocre as the, I don't know, as a piece of white bread that you found on the sidewalk.
But it is week 1, and again, they did win a game that they would
won
lose
a game that they normally
lose 9 out of 10
yes,
times.
But it was off of Cincy. It was more so off. That last throw just never made any sense to me. And, like, yes, you have to credit Nebraska. You've got to credit the redemption there. You take a penalty, you get to pick the next play. Credit Nebraska. Like, Nebraska's defense was flying to the ball all night. Yeah. Credit where credit is due. But that throw is so poor. And going into that drive, I think Sorsby had 23 passing yards. Going into that pass, he was 13-24 for, 69 passing yards. So
it was a 20-17 game, yes, but Sorsby had 33 passing yards, which is
that's
a tough look for Nebraska.
And so you're there, you're Cincy. I love their entire philosophy there in the final. Like, they got their stops. They 16 seconds before the 2-minute. The 2-minute warning, they decided, let's take that timeout.
I like that timeout.
They did everything right until push came to shove, and they tried to capitalize and go for a kill shot too quick. You're down 3. I'm not saying play for a field goal, because you play for a field goal, you're a coward and you probably end up losing. Because that's what happens when you play for 3. You play for nothing.
Yeah, it's scared.
Honestly.
You're going half step.
Correct. You're being a little coward.
Yeah.
So my issue there is, you're on like the 30ish or whatever. You've got 41 seconds. You have so much time. You've hit him through with this quick stuff. Sorsby's legs have been so dangerous all night. It was the best thing in the game was probably Hunter's ball tracking for Nebraska, and then Sorsby's legs.
Yep.
Cincy's success was completely predicated on Sorsby's innovation.
Yeah.
And using his legs. So I want him to be able to play make. And you
tough
use
guy too. Yes. Hard running.
And just before that, he had a great little run on the key down. And it's just like, I don't want his arm in the deep game for an average thrower where it's just
also
so
in the flow
bad.
of the game.
Yes.
In the flow of the game, it's maybe a little too much risk.
That throw is so far inside. It needed to be so much more outside. There's too much risk. The safety just comes over. It's easy pickings, and the receiver didn't do anything. But that
Cincinnati's receivers were awful, by the way. You know about not helping Sorsby. The dropped balls were unbelievable.
Cyrus Allen, who's a very talented player, extreme speedster, he had a key drop earlier where it was just in the end. It's just so. When you have a guy who's thrown for 23 yards or whatever, 30 whatever, going into that drive, and you have a receiving corps that hasn't done a single thing to help, why do you want those two deciding the game?
Yeah, they just got a little over their skis, you know?
If you hit 2 quick hitters, hit to the outside, probably inside the 20 with 30-ish seconds left, and all the pressure's on Nebraska, and they're thinking, oh, shoot, here we go again. It's over.
And now you got Satterfield's lost, 6 in a row? Dana Beers was telling me this morning, 6 in a row going back to last year. And the thing is, I was never a Satterfield believer. He was running Louisville into the ground.
And somehow.
And he got a golden parachute from Cincinnati.
It never made sense.
And this is a tough look. Here's what I'll say about Nebraska, and this runs into my other big takeaway from last night, Liam. This is why Nebraska still does have a chance. Oh, teams get better, all that. Bad Thursday for the Big Ten. I mean, Nebraska looked very pedestrian against Cincy. Rutgers barely survives Ohio.
Ohio looks good, though. Flip side, Ohio looks good.
That's fair. That's fair. Yes.
Parker Navarro was one of the 5 most impressive players yesterday.
Wisconsin struggles against Miami of Ohio.
And Billy Edelchert.
And then I don't know about Buffalo, so I didn't get to watch any of the game. I don't know how good or not Buffalo is. Minnesota was celebrating their dick off. But, like, I don't know if a 20-10 Minnesota win feels too good either.
Nah, they did, like, their classic 9.5-minute game-ending drive, which is fun. They were trying to throw the ball out and ease young quarterback Drake Lindsey into things. So that,
I got hit up with so many Drake Lindsey tweets, and I have no idea why. Like, they're so excited about him.
I think he could be pretty solid. I think he'd be the freshman receiver Lukey's been raving about all summer, Jalen Smith, real deal.
How'd our boy Coy do?
He got a quick 12-yard completion catch. I don't know how well he played. I wasn't truly locked. I read Murdoch, the Buffalo. The punt return. Yeah.
Red Murdoch, what is this, like a 1945s, like just dodged the draft to play for Army? That's an incredible name.
Red Murdoch, Buffalo linebacker, just NFL Sunday guy. Standout player of the day. I don't know, like that game stinks, but that's kind of Minnesota, I guess. I think the most shocking thing to me was, dude, Daquan Finn needs to hang him up. It's time for Daquan Finn to go.
He's been at it for a while.
Do you want to hire him as like a PA?
He's been everybody's kind of like, I think this is going to be good for us.
Yeah, it's
never ended up being good for anybody.
It was great for Toledo and then Baylor and Miami. I hope he a good MAC quarterback, but wow, man, that was.
Are there any other
sad.
Thursday night takeaways, Liam, that we've not hit on yet?
Wyoming, Akron, no wiggle.
Yeah. Yeah, Brandon Chosen has said his Liam Blutman gouge your eyes out and smash your penis game of the week.
True.
And it was a pretty good choice. It was a pretty good choice.
Oh my gosh, Dilfer's situation. They were down against Alabama State for a minute. They end up winning, but is Dilfer going to be the first coach fired?
Who did they get rid of to get Dilfer to again?
Vincent. Well, Vincent.
Brian Vincent, who was awesome at ULM last year. Now he loses Ahmad Hardy, which sucks. Oh,
Ahmad Hardy, giddy up, Sally's so sick.
Oh, wait. I didn't get to watch Mizzou last night. I did want to mention Bo Prabula's stat line, though.
Yeah, he was nice.
Incredible game for Prabula last night. Had a just absolute crazy highlight touchdown run. They ended up putting 60. I know it's a cupcake, but I feel pretty good about Mizzou going 10-2 this year.
So do I. I feel really good about it.
I think they're going to be a playoff team.
And unfortunately, Sam Horn looks to be out for the season. He was in a full leg cast. That stinks. But we got to be real. That makes things a bit easier for Mizzou in the sense that they truly do have their quarterback one, don't have to worry about any competition or anything because they were extending that. They're going to play both quarterbacks all night. And now that's not a worry anymore.
I know. I was wondering.
So I feel bad for Horn, but like Prabula's your guy now. QB1 confirmed. They eased Ahmad Hardy into it, like which I love. They're not trying to tax him with the crazy workload. So he only had like 2 or 3 carries in the first half, and then got 6 or 7 in the second half. Had a nasty run.
Yeah, no need to expose him to unnecessary risk when you're going to be relying on him in an SEC schedule.
That team should be good.
I do want to shout out my father's alma mater, Northwestern State University, Liam. The Demons, forking baby. They beat Alcorn State last night 20-10. Their first win in over 1,000 days. So congratulations to North. And there's an
finally.
Yeah, there's an incredible highlight. It's 20-7. There's 30 seconds left, and Alcorn State kicker hits like a 51-yard field goal, and he celebrates his dick off.
Oh, I missed.
They're down 20-10, and he does like 3 different dances with like 3 different teammates. Dude, it is.
I missed that.
I might have seen it on Sickos. I'm not sure, but it is worth checking out. All right, any more thoughts, Liam?
Yeah, Oklahoma State looked to have their guy in Haas Hengy at quarterback. I hope I said his name right, and then he got hurt immediately.
Oh, no. I saw Gino tweet about him yesterday, and he had this incredible highlight where Hengy looked like he was legitimately shot out of a cannon.
He had 2 sick plays, that throw, and then his touchdown, and I feel
like
bad.
Bad hurt?
I think it could be bad.
Oh,
yeah.
no, dude.
If it is bad, I feel really, really He looked legit. Duke was in a dogfight, and I was getting chirped because I have him in the ACC championship game. But
wait, I didn't realize Duke. How did Mensa look?
Mensa put up numbies. Like Duke did exactly what I expected them to. They're fine. They were in the dogfight for a little and coast away. Like, they'll be fine. Oh yeah, Scott Frost.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. UCF barely surviving, but for Scott Frost to have all those quotes in the offseason, don't take the wrong job, don't do this, don't do that.
Yeah.
And then to come out and look as shitty as they did, hey, Scott, look in the fucking mirror, guy.
Yeah. Alex Grinch is lucky that his defense only gave up 10.
I still can't believe Alex Grinch is
me and Lukey were locked into this game, and Jacksonville State, UCF had like a 3rd and 15. Jacksonville State, if they get the stop, this is game over. It was 4th quarter. They pick it up. They somehow end up scoring. Then Jacksonville State has an opportunity where they're 3rd and 4th and short, and they don't pick up a yard. And then UCF, I think, hit like a 3rd and 17 touchdown or something, and just Jacksonville State was so close, so far. UCF is going to be dreadful. What else? I think
probably
that's
the
pretty
worst
much
team in the
it.
Big 12, huh? Or do you feel like
them or Arizona? It might be UCF. NC State squeaked by. Bowling Green, back-to-back seasons, opening the first kickoff return of the season is a touchdown.
Oh wow!
They did it back-to-back years. Two different guys.
Has that ever been done? I don't know how you would ever know if that's ever been done, but that's got to be like a huge statistical anomaly.
Do you want to announce it as that's never happened?
Yes, never happened before.
Okay.
Yeah, and somebody prove me wrong. Yeah, prove me wrong.
Until then,
do
it's
your
never
own
happened
research.
Before. Do you want to talk a little about Friday?
Well, I think I want to keep this as a review just because I don't want it to be exist in like a time warp where you know what I'm saying, where it goes up. But we have some very fun Friday games tonight. Really can't wait for Baylor Auburn. Like
Cam Coleman on my TV makes me a happy boy.
Yeah. It's I'm excited to see how Singleton fits in. Jackson Arnold.
Jackson Arnold.
Auburn, elite talent. Baylor, Big 12 favorite. I still think Auburn. Actually, no. We're not gonna do this. We can, because we'll be here Saturday. Maybe we can do something or whatever. Saturday night we can talk about it.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. Thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed this. And Saturday night live immediately after LSU Clemson ends.
Saturday Night Live.
Oh, isn't it live? Isn't Saturday Night Live?
SNL?
Yeah, SNL. We are SNL.
We're doing skits and bits on Saturday night.
Skits and bits.
What the heck?
What was your Raiola line? Yes, masterclass or disaster class. Ended up somewhere in the middle.
But it ended up
You think
right. No, it ended up right on the
line.
Right on the dot and right on the line. The voodoo magic thing was so real. We didn't touch on that. The voodoo magic thing. He should have thrown a pick six. It's dropped. Yeah, that's Mahomes.
Yeah, and the fumble.
The fumble
that came right back to him somehow.
The gift T-Bob. This one goes way under the radar, where it's the bad spot, and since he shouldn't have picked up that first down, right? The next play's an interception.
Yeah,
voodoo magic.
Hey, look, man.
Some guys got it.
I'm gonna say it might be worth it to act like Pat Mahomes. Shit starts working out for you, dude.
Don't do that, Lukey. That's a 2024 Indiana would steamroll that team.
All right, guys. Huge thank you. We'll see you guys Saturday night. Later.
Live.
Saturday night live.